Welcome to Tinkernut.com's videocast. If you have any questions, please email me at admin@tinkernut.com. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can make your own Guitar Hero clone using free software and a guitar that you can make for about $22. As for the free software, just do a Google search for Frets on Fire. It's a free Guitar Hero clone that uses your keyboard instead of a guitar to play the game. It's available for Windows, Linux, and Mac computers. So just download it for the computer that you have and go ahead and start it up, just to get a feel for the interface. You can see that if you go down to settings and key settings that you can change what each key on your keyboard does for the game. So you can set those to your preference. You can also import songs from the actual Guitar Hero game if you have that. To build the guitar controller, you'll need a toy guitar for $10 and a USB keypad for $12. Now, I got this idea from Carpus Basm at Instructables.com, so feel free to check him out for more information. Take out the batteries first of all, and then rip open the toy guitar and disconnect anything going to the battery pack or the sound controller. In fact, just take out the sound controller and the speaker completely, because we're not going to need that. Then find the wires that go to the fret buttons and take out the fret altogether. Then head over to your little USB keypad and rip it open and take out the keys and the USB circuit board. And if you open up the keys, you'll find that there's another printed circuit board inside of it. So what I did was I took this out and I numbered each one of the buttons. And if you unfold it, you'll find that there's two circuits that go to each button that make it connect. So one option is to take some wire and tin foil and tape each one of the wires to the corresponding circuits on the circuit board, and then just solder them to the fret buttons. So that's one option. It's kind of bulky, as you can see here, but it does work. A better option is that if you take a look at this diagram, you'll see that each button has two corresponding connectors, and each of these connectors go to one of 11 different circuits. If you were to lay it out in a matrix, you'd see that the star button goes to circuit 6 and 11, the 9 button goes to circuit 6 and 3, and this is where all of them would go. So the buttons that I chose were the ones that would be the easiest to wire, so the ones colored are the ones that I chose. So now if you go to the USB circuit board and rip out the connector that goes to the keypad, you'll see 11 different posts, and the ones that are colored in black here are the ones that I chose, and then this is the wiring diagram and where each wire would go. So now just solder some wires to these 7 different posts, and then solder the other ends of the wires to the buttons on the fret bar. And then you can just place the fret bar back in and just hot glue the USB circuit board into the guitar, and then just connect the remaining wires to the strings and the whammy bar. And then I just cut a notch in the casing for the USB cord and then just put everything back together. And if you hook it up to your computer, it should recognize, and this is what it looks like during gameplay with Frets on Fire. And if it doesn't work, then you may need to go back and resolder. And it's fun to play around with, but it takes a while to build. That's it for this tutorial. For more, go to Tinkernut.com.